Good morning, beautiful pond lovers. Spring is in the air. It's still a very, very cold morning, but spring is on its way. So because of that, I got some jobs we need to get done on both of the ponds. I've just potted up a couple of the larger bonsais in their first training pots. Got a silver birch and a beech, all wired up. That one had wire on last year, so that one's all good. But as you can see, they're decent sized bonsais, them ones. But yeah, so as spring is on its way, ponds need to get ready for spring. Window needs a dang good clean. I haven't cleaned it at all this winter because it's been wet, miserable. I've been wet and miserable. It's been blimming cold. It's only a whopping 6 degrees out here today. The algae has been blooming lovely on the edge of the Bakki shower there, so that all needs to come off. The mind your own business unfortunately met its match with the minus temperatures we've had this year, so that will all need to come off, ready to regrow this year. The fish though, on the other hand, haven't minded at all. This pond got down to 1 degrees for only about a week, but it's been hovering around sort of 2 to 3 degrees for the last couple of weeks. Feed me. They have actually already had a bit of food today, so they're not having any more. And then yeah, still got some tidying up to do, but just done a filter clean. So I've got the old sieve in there, and these guys are just having a bit of food. Yeah, a few less in there now. A few have gone to their forever homes. A few I'm keeping myself, and there is 1 or 2 in there that has already sold. But speaking of mind your own business, that in here is blooming beautifully. So I'm training it into extra pots, and then I'll be able to have a few big lumps that if I need to I can restock the Bakki shower. The strawberries are just starting to pop through. Got a couple of leaves in that pot popping through, a couple of leaves in that pot popping through. I think that one has just started a new leaf, and the same with that one. That's just started a new leaf as well. But, in that pot on the end there I got a bit of watercress, and that's doing alright as well. But yeah, as you can see, the airlift is doing fantastic. Still getting a lovely flow coming up there. I put a peg on there because the fish kept moving the pipe and it kept splashing everywhere. But yeah, got lovely flow. Got a bit of algae growing on the edges of them as well, so they all need cleaning off. Or one of my last videos where I got all my mugs and decorations and plaques up. I also completely forgot, but I was given some of these for birthday and Christmas. Little mini glass koi, so I've got 4 or 5 on there, a couple over there, and 1 down here. But they're cute little things, little resin koi, but they're good luck charms. Got a little coin welded in there. If anyone knows what kind of coin that is, let me know. Yeah, little good luck charms, and keep them on there. So it's looking good in there now, with all the plaques up, all the mugs up, and all the little lucky charms up. Yeah, job is a good one. The main pond is still at a whopping 3 degrees, but everything's all good in here except for that. The drum will need a damn good clean, because like the window, I haven't done it this year. This winter, in the summer it gets done every month or so, but this winter, whoa, it's just been so cold, wet, miserable. When I've had a day off, it's been pissing it down with rain. So yeah, I've been a bit neglecting, I suppose is the word, on the ponds this winter, but my mood hasn't helped. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed as well, the strawberries and everything in there are now in like hydroponic-y type baskets so the water flows through them as well, so that's helping. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get changed and then get some pond jobs done, get these ponds all ready for spring. Well, other than the horrible net, that looks an awful lot better. Most of it come off in one big clump, and it's gone past the window already, unfortunately. But let's see if we can find it. Yeah, it is. So that's gonna clog up the old drum filter, isn't it? There's quite a few little clumps floating about, but that one big one over there, hopefully the fish might try. In fact, there's an even bigger one in the middle, look. Missed that one. But there's one here. Yippee neck. So yeah, I might have to turn the hose pipe back on and get the old trickle in turned up, because that's going to be setting off the drum quite a lot, don't you think? Well, trickling's now on. Fish are all spooked, as far away from me, all hiding in that corner as possible. But now that's done, I've decided to get in here and clean out the old drum. But surprisingly, although they've not eaten obviously all the food that I've thrown in recently, it's actually a hell of a lot cleaner in here, considering I haven't touched it all winter, than I was expecting. But as I whip the lid off, a metal clip has just fallen off, and I think it's gone in here somewhere. But I hope it's not too far in the way, but looks like the drum needs a clean. That's dropped a hell of a lot. So I'm going to quickly whip the lid back on it, get the hose pipe ready, and then come back and give it a damn good clean. Well, there certainly is no such thing as a maintenance-free filter. It's a good job you guys don't have smell-o-vision, because the crud that's come out of the bottom of there absolutely reeks. And yeah, there was a fair few of them in the bottom, and I've taken the guttering off that takes it to waste, because obviously the drum's cleaning so much at the minute. I noticed the waste down there was starting to overflow, so there was also a blockage in that pipe that the hose pipe just couldn't get to. So I got my heavy duty Makita air blower out, put a bit of cling film over the end of that, and blew it out. So the blockage in there is all now gone anyway. Still getting them coming out. Yeah, a lot of the old blanket weeds come out as well. Just means that when the weather warms up a bit, I ain't going to bother doing it now, but when the weather warms up a bit, I need to get behind there with the jet washer and everything else and give that area a damn good clean. But the drum is almost clean. I've got to go one more time with the hose pipe, and I think we'll be spotless then. So yeah, while cleaning out the filter, all that muck I kicked up, what I've decided to do is, as you can see, it's very green in there, so just in case there was any nasties hiding in that muck, decided to throw in a dose of acriflavin. That's what you get for not cleaning out your filter regularly, I suppose. So bit of a cost to treat a large pond, so clean out your filters a bit more regularly, guys. Don't follow my lead, but as I say, not been great this winter, and it's been cold and miserable, and yeah, I think it's about 3 to 4 months I've neglected that filter, so it was well and truly due. Not finished cleaning it out yet. Hose pipe is not quite getting what I need it to get out. I need to get a siphon. My usual siphon that I've always used has got a split in it and no longer sucks, so I'm going to get a siphon and I'll snap back to you. So it's actually been, I'm out of breath, sorry, it's actually been a couple of weeks since that video clip, because couldn't get the last bit of dirt out, and there's no point cleaning it if you're going to leave a little bit in there. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but I've got a siphon. That's all now been emptied. The reason I'm out of breath is trying to tighten and loosen the ball valves. I've just drained the filter and everything, so it's all now clean as a whistle. So yeah, but that thing, oh, what a nightmare that was. But yeah, all now clean and shiny, ready to go for the season. But because I haven't got anywhere to drain this one, I flooded the grass and patio as you do, and yeah, all well and good. Yeah, just from dumping the filter over there, it's set the drum off on one of its crazy cleans. The water's too low, so I am now doing an emergency tap water top off, but you can see how low it's dropped. Over this side, if we get out of the sun, there you go, it's normally on that top weir, and we're now only on the bottom weir. I put in some dechlorinator, so that'll be alright for 10 minutes while that tops back up. Yeah, well, all clean and tidy. Can put this away now. Yeah, just really quick before I lock this all back up. What a difference. Let me just turn this back on a second. What a difference 2 weeks makes. It's not going to tell me the temperature because it's just going to clean. But the pond is up to 7 degrees within 2 weeks. Crazy. Turn that back off. Let it continue topping up. Got to clear that bucket and waste trap out because I detached from the drainage thing, so I can do that. Right, that's all locked up. That's topping up onto this pond. Now, you see the water level's already quite low because our camera was off. I just did a one filter clean, and now doing another one. And then we've got to get rid of all the algae and build up in there. The only problem with a Bakki rivery type thing like this is it does collect muck. You can see that there. So all that needs cleaning out as well. Strawberries are doing really well in here because of the temperature, but as you can see we've got some algae build up and the window needs a clean as well. So let me get on with that. So that's the Eazypod now done. That's the upflow river now done, and all the algae off the Bakki shower and everything. Just the window left to do. Yeah, clean as a whistle in there, other than the bits that's come up from the bottom drain. Bakki river has been all cleaned out, just need to put a couple of the plants back, and all the algae is now missing off them as well. That's got the trickle in at the minute, going through the 3-stage dechlorinator, and that one's got the hose pipe, and there's the watercress. Stick that in there. Yeah, so everything's now back in its place. Just got this window to clean, but it's going to be a bit cloudy in there for a while. But the main pond was like that when I did all the stuff around the main pond a couple of weeks ago. So I will snap back to you once we've got a clean shiny window. Well, and there we have it, a clean shiny window. But yeah, it's a wee bit cloudy in there. I had no idea how much muck would collect in the upflow river. So note to self, that needs cleaning out quite regularly. But yeah, it's all now clean and pretty in there, and the Eazypod is getting dirtier and dirtier as we go, and that's clogging up an absolute good one. So I might even do another clean on this later today. One thing I haven't mentioned, in a couple of weeks I've been doing other things. This pond's up to 12.5, So this is back on, set to 10, just to keep it from dropping too low overnight. I'm doing great. Oh, I've got to put the electric cover back on as well. But yeah, all's well and good. The saw and everything was out because I could not budge the ball valves for diddly squat, so I had to make me a device which could go over the handle and use as a lever. I think I'm going to ask some members of the Peterborough Koi Club if they can give me a hand one day this summer. I'm going to have to drain the pond right down, and then I'm going to loosen all the ball valves, just so they're easier to turn. I have done videos before on how to loosen ball valves, but yeah, it's getting that filter out, and I want to get it all done quickly in a day, because obviously I'm going to have to drain the pond, turn the pump off, blah 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 blah. But that's a job for the summer. Next project is going to be for the main pond. What am I doing with that, you might think? I am getting rid of this horrible looking net, and I'm going to do something better, because it's horrible, isn't it? But yeah, bonsais are all doing good. Not that you guys care too much about bonsais, but been down the allotment a lot lately and done some swapsies. Yeah, they're all starting to come alive. I've taken a few of the bigger ones down there. That's my English elm. That's been repotted into a big pot from it was in a little pot, but I'm doing a root over rock. One that was down the allotment is now, oh, it's all squidgy over here, is down in that big giant pot there. You may remember I had 3 big aces in big old pots like that. They look tiny in the video, but this one's been shrunk down into a nice little pot. This pond's going to need cleaning out this year as well. But yeah, all going good. So that's both ponds now all clean, all whistled and ready for the summer. And as the temperatures in the ponds are picking up nicely, 7 degrees over there, 12.5 degrees over there, although we are expected to get a bit of a cold snap again next week. I don't know if you can see down here beside me, but they all want feeding, so they're still only getting a quarter of a cup, because we are only at 7 degrees, but they get that 2 or 3 times a day now. And let's get some for the baba fish. Nom 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 nom. And as it's the end of the day, this pond's now at 13.5 degrees. So these guys have been getting 2/3, 3/4, something like that of a cup, because obviously there's a lot more of them than there is bigger fish. Well, they polished that up quick. But yeah, they're doing all fantastic. Let's see them all through the nice clean window. But yeah, I've raised the upflow river on this side. I've got 2 tiles under that bit there, or 2 bits of tiles, and then I've got 2 tiles either side of this one there and one there, to raise that corner. So now I can actually get a faster flow. I can actually even increase it ever so slightly more, but the reason why I've done that is because if I did ever increase it, it always overflowed right there on that point, because although it doesn't look it, because that is sitting on them 2 white sheet things over there, obviously that end was higher than this end, and with them restricting the flow as well, it always overflowed there at that point. But now I've got a much bigger flow coming over it, and it's working an absolute treat. And as I say, we can tweak it. I can just open this just a tad. Ooh, not that much. I really would overflow it. Yeah. When the fish go on a feeding frenzy, they knock this pipe facing the wrong way. That's why the peg's there, to try and stop that happening. There we go. So, that's a bit faster. You can see the water level now a bit higher. but not overflowing, and that then gives an even bigger flow over there. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a lot of strawberries from in here this year. Got a couple of newly repotted tiny bonsais in here. The other two that have been in here all winter, they're doing fantastic, all budding out. Over the moon that things are starting to warm up, although we are in for a bit of a cold snap again next week. But heater's on for the little ones, so that's all well and good. So on that note, guys, thanks all for watching. Like the video if you haven't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.